What's up, guys? Welcome back to another adventure. We are back out here on the home lake and we are trying to get to our fishing spot. And I have to say, it has been quite difficult. You can see all around me, it's dry. I've got this little sliver of water. This is all that's left of the creek channel. It is inches deep. Look at my paddle. Look at me. I'm getting covered in mud, just trying to inch my way to the promised land, or what I hope is the promised land. But I'm sad to say, I think this is gonna be the last time you're gonna see me get to this spot in a kayak or a boat or a canoe or any sort of vessel, unless I figure something else out. And honestly, there's a chance I might not even be able to make it back home. This stuff is so tough to get through. This kayak doesn't sit the highest on top of the water as compared to other kayaks, but you know, it's still a kayak. And that's the only reason we're able to get back here. Guys, look at this. This is just unreal. It's so sad. Hopefully, we'll find some fish out here. Once we get past this little stretch, it's gonna deepen back up. But this bend right here is just brutal. Absolutely brutal. Oh man, I see where I need to go. I can drop my trolling motor down in probably like 50 yards. Maybe, hopefully. We definitely can't paddle all the way back there. But anyways, we're gonna head back here to this spot. You've seen me fish it a ton recently, and a lot of that is out of selfishness. Just, you know, trying to get the most that I can out of my favorite spots out here on the lake before it's too late. So I'm killing y'all with a bunch of these videos right now because, well, you're not gonna be able to see them again for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. So I was like this close today to going somewhere else, and I was like, nah, you know what? This literally could be the last day, and I'm so glad that I ended up coming out here. Oh, we have beautiful conditions for fishing, overcast. It's cool, it's fall out here. We just gotta get to our spot. And once we do, I think we'll catch some. So guys, if y'all are excited to tune into this adventure and see what we're able to catch, do me a huge favor. Hit the thumbs up button. That would mean so much to me. Leave some comments down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. My analytics show that most of y'all watching these videos are not subscribed to the channel. It's easy, it's free to do. It would mean the world to me and Jay if y'all could subscribe to our channel and keep up with us and all of this. But yeah, we're gonna get back here. We're targeting bass, by the way, and we're gonna be keeping some bass. So hopefully there's a catch and cook at the end of this. We'll see you guys when we get to the spot. Oh my gosh, guys, nearly an hour later, we've finally made it here to the promised land. That was so difficult to get back here. Hopefully it'll be worth it. There's a good bit of water here. And what's crazy is that this is all about to get blocked off. Like in the next few days, like this is not gonna be connected to where I came from, and whatever fish are here are gonna get trapped, I'm pretty certain. So we'll have to figure out some way to get over here. I think we can honestly probably just walk over here from our house, maybe. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. Probably can. That's probably gonna be the next move in a few days. So if you see a bank fishing mission out here, it's because that was the only way we get out here. But we're gonna start off by throwing the old dude, the old boosa worm, 6 cents boosa worm. It's kind of late in the year. I don't ever really throw 10-inch worms like middle of October. It's really more of a, you know, a summer deal for me. But these fish out here, they just keep eating it, and I haven't had a reason to not start with it. And you know, every trip we've caught them with it, so we're gonna do it. If it don't work, we got several other options back here behind us. We got a chatterbait, we got a frog, we got a buzz bait, we got a whole assortment of stuff. So we're gonna see what we can do, see if we can get the stringer filled up with some bass. Hopefully catch a couple bigs along the way. This place looks so different every time I come out here. I mean, I was just out here last week, maybe 5 days ago, and it's just, it's insane to me. There's a bite. Yep. Ah, they're still in here. Oh, here's a good one, guys. Well, that was my second cast. I pitched over here and made it was a bad cast. That was my first good cast. It's right here on a stump. If y'all watched the last video we had out here, we had a little bit of an incident where I lost all of the fish that I had on my stringer. It was very heartbreaking. So hopefully we don't do that again today. I've got this stringer here, which has a float on it, and it's made out of paracord. So it should, in theory, tie up better. And if they get off, they should just float. So, and I've put a bunch of fish on this stringer before, like a bunch of big striper and catfish, and it floated. But there's our first bass. He's like a 2-pounder. We're gonna tie him on. Hopefully catch a few more. I'll probably throw the biggest ones back just because I don't like to eat 4+ pound fish. But any of these like 2 pounds and under, they're going on.
I swear I hooked a 10-pound plus bass there. It came up and ate one of my other bass.
Oh gosh.
He was there with me and he saw the swirl. He was like, that fish wasn't that big. Da, 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 da.
Hold on. Fish on. Fish on. Fish on. Fish on. Begging. Begging. Sounds like it. 2-pounder. Woo. On the phone with Dakota, and he gave me some good luck. We're scheming up some fishing trips, and I got me a nice little 2-pounder.
I got some of my pants while I'm at work today.
What?
I got fish slime all over me. I should send some your way.
Oh, heck yeah. I don't know what it is, but anytime you get on the phone with somebody, the fish always bite. It's kind of like whenever you're duck hunting and you like go out into the decoys after not seeing no ducks, they always fly in whenever that happens. So sometimes you just gotta pretend that you're not paying attention. But yeah, we're getting up here into this better little zone where it's a little bit deeper. Already have 2 in like 5 casts. They're aggressive. They're grumpy. Okay, let's see if we can get some more. Uh-oh, that's gonna get big. Told you. Told you. That's a decent fish. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, he swallowed it. Gosh dang. Yeah, baby. There we go. What's wrong with that? That's a big one. That is a big one. He swallowed. He got hooked down here in the tongue. I mean, look at that. He loved it. He loved it. I knew it was gonna get big because it was right next to the log. Just perfectly placed. That's a big daddy. Like I said, I'm not gonna keep everything. My stringer's not huge. I'm keeping plenty of fish, but this one here is kind of big. And you know, if they get trapped in here, I can catch them, you know, later on. And he's almost 4 pounds probably, guys. That's a really nice bass. We're gonna send him back. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Is that a bass? Oh my gosh, it's a big bass. Oh my gosh, it's giant. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look how big that bass is. Are you kidding? Oh my gosh. Time out, y'all. Time out. Look at how big that thing is. That thing is enormous. Look at the head on him. That is a giant. I mean, come on with it. He's probably 22 inches long. Oh my goodness. Do I have my scale? Ow. I don't have my scale, no. Leave it to me to never have 100% of my of all my tackle with me. I would love to have a scale to weigh this fish. He's probably high 5s, guys. Probably 5 and like 3/4. That thing is massive. Big, beautiful bass. We're gonna send this fish back. I thought I had a bowfin or something whenever he took off. That is crazy. Okay, we're sending him back. What a giant. What a giant bass. That was fun. He took me for a ride. I mean, is it so shallow? These fish have nowhere to go except for like straight that way or straight up. They ain't got nowhere to dig. They're fighting like crazy. Here's the rig. Boost and worm. So, okay, let's talk about this rig real quick. So last time I was out here, I was talking about and complaining about how I didn't have the right tackle with me. I was using my spinning rod, which you can definitely get by with, and I had a small shaky head jig head. Well, today I've got my 7'3" medium heavy 6" response rod. I love this rod a lot. It does a lot of things for me. Fish a bunch of different applications. I've got an old Shimano Casitas reel on here. Got 15-pound fluoro. And then today I actually do have this thing rigged up with a shaky head, but I have a shaky head that's kind of designed for this style of worms. This is the 6" axle swing shaker jig head. It's got a little pivoting little hinge in there, and it allows this bait to have a lot of good, just flowing and natural undulating movement. So when you couple that axle pivot head on the top with the flowy ribbon tail, it's just a really nice thing. And you can see this hook has got a good bit of gap on it. And honestly, might still be a little bit on the small end, but I'm really enjoying throwing a shaky head through this stuff right now. And yeah, it's obviously working out a lot better today. So, which it worked out decently last time we were here. I was just missing a bunch at the beginning. But yeah, that was sick. If y'all would like to check out any of this gear, I mean, I really can't recommend this rod enough. I think it's 120 bucks, maybe 130. You can use the code CJ10 and get 10% off of that. But just a really fair priced rod, and it's awesome. Like this, they have an entire lineup of them too, a bunch of different sizes. So this is a rod I recommend 100%. And then of course, you know I love this thing. Let's get back after it. You're swimming to me. I was like, where'd my worm go? I lost all contact with my worm. I was like, that's fishy. And it's fishy because we got ourselves another keeper. Another nice, probably about like 1.75 pounds. Honestly, my favorite one I've put on the stringer so far as size goes. This year's gonna be delicious. So we got 3 little jokers on here now, or almost 3. Almost got 3. Now we've got 3. All right. We got 3 bass. Oh yeah. And we are cinching them on tight. Like, I mean, I was really being mindful of my knots and tying them up last time. I think the stringer just got too heavy last time. I mean, I had like 10 of those jokers on there. Another thing real quick I want to point out about this rig is that when you have it rigged up like this on this swing shaker jig head, this is a screw lock. You screw it in there and it really extends the life of your worms. Like I've caught 4 or 5. I've caught 5 bass so far and my worm is still like in immaculate condition. If I was using just the regular offset hook, probably would have had to change worms by now, or at least cut it down some. So I really like this jig head for that reason. Let's get another one. I would think that by now these fish would be tired of this thing, but the reality is that there's so many fish in this lake that I think most of these fish ain't even seen this worm before. And all the fish that were up there on those flats, all around, they've been pushed into here, and all the fish that were back that way, they've pushed back this way because it's too shallow up there where we came from. So it's really like, I mean, every fish on this side of the lake is like out here right now. I need to bring some crappie gear and some bluegill gear and catfish gear and see if the catfishing and see if all those fish are biting the same way that the bass are. But you guys know I'm kind of an addict when it comes to bass fishing, especially this time of year. Especially when they're fighting like that. Every cast. Get up in this boat, Billy. Yay! Okay. There's another good keeper, guys. Ideal. Stroking them. I almost don't like when I take time to put them on the stringer because I don't have a whole lot of time today. That's the only thing about this time of year I don't like, is that the days are getting shorter. We don't have the luxury that we have in the summertime where we can, you know, fish till 8:30 and beyond if we want to get a nighttime fishing bite. It gets dark about 6:30, 6:45. And then with the awful paddle I have to do on the way back, paddle/troll, I'm gonna be making my way back in the dark, which is fine. And it's what we're gonna do since the fish are biting. There we go. There's just another one, finally. Another good keeper for the stringer. Heck yeah. As I can tell, we're starting to go back this way. I fished up that way a good ways, and I really wasn't getting any more bites. I had a couple swipe at my chatterbait that I didn't land, but that is a nice little largemouth. Good keeper. We're kind of going back here to the stretch where we first started catching a few. There is one area that I passed over that I didn't fish first when we came through, so we'll hit that. But I'm feeling good. We should be able to catch a good many more. We got maybe an hour left of good fishing light. If I can get the stringer and tied it on there too good. All right, how many do we have now? I think this is the 5th one on the stringer. Let's take a look. Oh yeah. We got 5 good ones on the stringer. Not too shabby. We caught, how many did we throw back? We threw back 2, so we caught 7. Ain't too bad. That's big. That's big. That feels big at least. Don't come off. Oh, it's decent. Decent one. Really decent one. All right, we got him. Look at that one right there, fellas. Woo-wee. They're up here by this big old log, and he was all about it. Look at that beautiful largemouth. Look how tall he is. Another big, thick, healthy one. Probably 3.5, probably easy 3.5. Just a gorgeous bass, super thick, super healthy. We'll send him back. He's a little too big for me to keep. We'll see ya. I saw a swirl on the other side of this log, and I was creeping up there to cast at it whenever I felt that one bite it. That's fun. That never gets old, just dragging that worm and feeling that little tick. And you're like, oh yeah, it's about to go down. Zing. I love it. If y'all love it, hit that thumbs up. There he is. Told you, I saw him right there. Gotta catch him too. That's big. That's good. That's good. That's another good one. They keep biting it while I'm moving towards them. Oh yeah, barely got him. Barely got that guy. Whew. That was awesome. He felt huge. I think there's a log right there. I think he got himself positioned behind that log for a second. But look at that one. That's another beautiful largemouth. Man, what a good fish. He's under 3, so I'm gonna throw him on this stringer. He's probably 2.5 though. He's a really nice one. About the upper end of what I like to keep. Look at that. That's nice. That is nice. I'm actually up here by this stump where I thought I saw a spinnerbait. So I'm gonna go up there and see if it is, or whatever it is, see if we can retrieve it. Oh, 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 no. Oh, that was so big. Oh my gosh, that thing was so big. Dude, if that was a bass, oh, it was so big. Could have been a bowfin, could have been anything. There's a log right there. It's, I think, the same log I just caught that last fish off of. Oh my gosh, he took the whole worm and everything. But hey, I was right. There is a spinnerbait right here. Oh man, what a heartbreaker. That thing is big. He pulled just like that big one we caught earlier, but it's hard to say. When they get tied up around cover, it's hard to say how big they're gonna be or how big they are, but that one was 100% not small. Oh my gosh. If there is any sort of consolation prize, it is the spinnerbait. Everybody likes a little spinnerbait. Might be another one right there. Get it. Oh, he felt so big for a half a second. He got stuck on the stick. He's coming to me. Yay! He's dolphining. Gotcha. I've been wondering when I was gonna catch one over there in that spot. It's been a minute since I caught one over there. The last 2 times I fished here, I didn't catch anything out there. Another chunky 2 1/4 pounder, maybe 2 1/2 pounder. He's happy and healthy. He'll be a number 7 on the stringer. Probably gonna fish like another 25 or 30 minutes. I got to kind of thinking about it. It's gonna take a long time to get back, and I just don't really feel like splishing and splashing through the mud in the dark. And we've already caught so many fish, and we're gonna probably catch a few more. Look at that. I mean, that is a heck of a stringer right there. Can't complain with that at all. Got some really good bass. And it feels like there's still a bunch out here. I mean, it's just like these spots, they keep reloading. I keep seeing fish activity. And this creek goes back that way a good ways. I haven't even touched some of that. And I feel like a lot of fish have gone up that way. I didn't have time to check it today. And it's looking like I'm not gonna get the chance to go check it from boat. And that sucks. Like this is literally it, guys. This is it. This is the last time I'm gonna be fishing right here from a boat, you know, fishing effectively, fishing the way that I want to. And while it is heartbreaking, that's just the reality of it. So we're trying to soak up these last final moments, and I'm enjoying it, guys. I'm enjoying the heck out of my time out here this afternoon. But it is sad that the sun is starting to go down, and that, you know, it's just not looking like we're going to be able to get back out here unless we have like some torrential downpours in the next few days, which is not in the forecast. It's tough. It's very, very tough to get over here. And I think that some of the areas I pushed through today are going to be dry, like probably in the next day and a half. So that's it. That's what's going on. But we're not done yet. We're going to make a few more casts, or several more casts, and hopefully link up with another big one, like the one we lost, hopefully. Oh, got him. Oh, nice one on the chatterbait, finally. Finally got one on the chatterbait. Woo! Another good keeper. Nice. On the chatterbait. It's kind of shallow up there on that little flat. And I felt like it was too shallow for the worm really to be effective, so I just decided to swim that chatterbait over that shallow stuff. And I saw the big weight coming and he smacked it. Another good 2 pounder, 2 1/2 pounder. I feel like I'm kind of undersizing these things because they're all so fat. Still feels weird. It always is going to feel weird, you know, stringing up all these nice fish. I mean, 10 bass goes a long way. Might be able to catch one more right here. We kind of drifted up on top of the spot, but let's see if we can get another one. Got you. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, I was hoping we'd catch another one. I was kind of starting to make, well, I'm starting to make my way out. There we go. This is honestly the first one that's not as fat as the other ones, but still a pretty good fish nonetheless. Good little 2 pounder, 2 1/2 pounder. How many times have I said that? 2 1/2 pounder. He thumped it really, really good. This is the only spot that I haven't fished yet today that I feel like is worth fishing. We might catch another one, we might not. If not, that's a good one to end on. Good quality fish, good for the stringer. But we're fixing to have to make some moves. I probably should have left a little bit longer. I stayed longer than I said I was going to. But, you know, go figure. When you're out here having fun catching fish, it's hard to leave. Well, that's it. I've fished through all the area that I wanted to fish and back up here in the shallow stuff. That I know there are a few fish up in here, but it's just not really worth fishing. Here's our stringer. One last look at the stringer. Oh my goodness. Look at that string. That's heavy. that's like 9 or 10 bass. I don't know how many it is, 9 or 10. And we threw back 3 or 4. So overall, a really, really great showing out here on the lake this afternoon. I'm really, really sad that this is the last time that we're gonna be out here together fishing this area, at least from a boat. We're gonna probably try to get out here on foot, but it's just not gonna be the same. I'm really gonna miss it out here, but hopefully one day we'll get to come back out here again and shoot some videos once the lake is all the way drawn down and refilled back up and then restocked with fish. But it's just gonna be a long time from now, and it's just, you know, it's still tough for me to just, you know, to grasp and think about. And I've been using this platform just to kind of just, you know, express the way I'm feeling. But, you know, it's just the way it is. And while it is tough, it was definitely a good ride. The lake is awesome. This lake is awesome. The fishing in it is awesome. And I'm sure it'll be good again. And you know, we're still gonna be fishing out here for the next couple of months. We still got water in different areas we're gonna try to take advantage of. But yeah, I mean, as far as home base goes, and you know, my favorite location, I mean, this is it. So yeah, we're gonna take these fish, we're gonna clean them up, we're gonna eat them. It's gonna be a good time. But again, one last look at the bass. We did good today. We did really good. Had we not lost that one big one that I lost, I would say we had a perfect day. But hey, he'll be out here. We'll have to get out here somehow, figure out a way to come out here and catch him. But until then, like I said, that's it. We're gonna start making our way back to the ramp. It's gonna be a struggle, so I'm gonna save y'all from having to watch all that and endure all that with me. We'll just pick this up when we get back, probably to the cleaning table where we'll clean these fish up, and then we'll cook them up into something really, really nice. All right, guys, we're back with you. It is the next day. We got all of our bass cleaned up last night, and I've actually got about 4 fillets here all quartered up into this bag. I've got them all rolled up in this batter, and we're about to deep fry them. I got the deep fryer heated up right here in front of me. I think it's hot and ready to go, and I'm excited to have some deep fried bass for dinner tonight. They're gonna be delicious, I think. This is just the Blue Bag Louisiana fish fry, and I also have it laced with a bunch of Slappy Mama to make it a little bit extra spicy. Here's one of those little nuggets. Those bass we caught were pretty good size, so I made them into smaller pieces so that they would cook a little bit better and so that they would fit in the deep fryer a little bit better. So we're going ahead, we're gonna toss these guys in there, get them cooking, and we'll see how they taste. They should be good. I see lots of Slappy Mama on that guy. It's gonna be nice and spicy. Here we go. One fella in. Got this guy, he's a little bit more of a square. Super fresh. Hopefully a delicious largemouth. Honestly, I want to go back out there so bad. I tried to go out there today and I couldn't make it in my kayak. So I'm so glad that we actually were able to get out there yesterday. It's crazy. The next time we go out there, we're gonna have to go out on foot. Okay, that should be good for now. We'll let those cook for about 4 or 5 minutes, and then we'll transfer them here to this paper towel, and we'll do the rest. Check out that finished product, y'all. We've got our fried bass. We snuck in a few little Savannah Classics, and then instead of French fries, we're doing clam strips. So I've been doing this thing recently where I am trying to clean out my freezers so that I'll have room for more fish, especially with the situation out here with this lake, you know, being empty and there being no limits, and we're trying to harvest, you know, a good amount of fish from it. I just need the space. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of digging around there and just finding things that aren't necessarily as important as fish, and clam strips were on the menu tonight. So we got that space cleared out, but I'm definitely gonna have to clean a few more things out of these freezers, or I'm just have to get a completely new deep freezer to hold all this fish, because we are in prime time fish harvesting season. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and do the official taste test. Let's grab ourselves a little piece. I like this piece right here. He cooked up and actually split a little bit. He looks super tasty. Largemouth is notoriously just a little bit more fishy, strong, gamey, whatever you want to say, than like a crappie is, but it still tastes good. So let's see how these guys taste today. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. They definitely have their own, you know, distinct flavor, but it's not bad. It's actually very tasty. I find whenever I have fish that's, you know, more in like that 4-pound range, like some of the ones we let go today, that they don't taste as good. So that's why I would rather just let that fish go and see if he can make it through the dam, or maybe get caught by somebody else, and maybe somehow survive out here. I really don't know, just because I wouldn't enjoy eating him and I'd feel bad about it. But anyways, we got a whole plate of food. Let's try one of these little clam strips. They've been in there for a while. I have no idea. I actually have no idea how long those have been in there. I don't know if they're still good. They should be good, but there's a good looking piece of clam strip. A little chewy. Man, I love those little things. It's like one of my favorite foods. I love clam strips. I'm so glad that I found them in the freezer today to go with this whole entire plate of food. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna sit out here on the dock, kind of enjoy the view. The view is not great. It's very muddy. There's not very much water. I got water behind me. Looks like I got my own private pond, but that's only about a foot deep. But there's a bunch of fish swimming in there. I need to get out there and try to rescue them or do something with them. Or maybe they'll just survive. It seems to be just a bunch of small fish, like mosquito fish and small like green sunfish, but I have seen a couple of big wakes, so I would like to know what all is actually trapped in there. Maybe we can do that for a video one day, get out there and seine around with a big seine net and just see what we can catch. So if y'all like to see that, let me know in the comments section. If y'all enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see us maybe walk back out there to that spot here in the future, let me know if you'd like to see that too, because that's in the works. We just got to let the mud dry out just a little bit, because I step in this mud right now, I'm going up to my neck and I'm gonna be stuck and gone forever. But anyways, guys, thank y'all so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.